whenever Jerry and Linda ask me to sing, or when I'm invited to go to Europe, I always sing. But now, I play piano, I play like chopsticks compared to them. I just don't do very well. But Mother managed the house until I was 12 years old, and I took over and managed it myself. And I've been doing it so. I was born in this old house. So if you have any questions, please ask.
Do you play the piano?
I like chopsticks.
Well, play it. Play it. Sit down here.
I can't play this. It's no. It's, I mean, I think it's a middle C. That's it. I don't know how to read music, but I can look at it and I can sing it. I can go by the notes, but I don't know what notes I'm singing. But I do know the notes. They come out correct. If you know what I'm saying, I can look at a note and go. I can sing the right tune. But I was never taught how to read music.
With Jimmy and Jerry and Mickey, did they all learn from the same person? Because they all sounded alike.
Jerry learned by himself, had a God-given talent. And then Jimmy came along, and then Mickey came along. We all played and romped and romped in this house, and they call us Habit. Oh, Lord.
Can I take a picture?
Yes, ma'am. They had, oh, I love your jacket. I have one of Jerry's like that. It's so old, it's coming apart. They said you, thank you. They said you turned, oh, you dropped something.
Mine has a
Oh, they say if you turn sideways, you look a lot smaller, so I'm forgetting to turn sideways.
And you have the better side.
I've never found that side. I mean, I'm still looking for it. I'm still looking for that better side. I'll try this side. No. I don't think I have a better side.
It didn't flash.
It didn't flash.
This is the old piano that was Jerry and Elvis, and everybody played the Sun Studio. We took this up. Jerry played this many, many times. Jerry Lewis has played every piano in this house, I don't know how many hundreds of times. But this is the one that Elvis was playing, and he looked up at Jerry and he said, I think the wrong person's playing the piano. And Jerry said, well, I think so too, but we've got to get a photograph made. Frankie wants to take a photograph, so you might as well just pretend you can play.
You took that photograph?
Elvis couldn't write.
Oh, really?
Elvis could not play the piano, and he could not play the guitar. He did very wonderful with his singing. He would just beat and go all along, and so he did really well.
How's
really
Mickey
well with
Gilly
singing.
doing today?
Pardon?
Mickey, how's Mickey Gilly doing?
He seems to be doing all right. I haven't heard from him in about 4 months now. Now, I'm sure he's in good health, or I would have heard.
That's fine.
Okay.
In July, in Branson. But, you know, I knew he had his accident.
Yeah, he was here about, I would say about 2, maybe 4 weeks before he had that accident. And it was just, he was so charming he was here. We were all having such a good time. And then he left and went on his way. And I heard it was maybe 2 to 4 weeks later that he'd had a very bad fall. I think he fell backward, if I'm not mistaken. But Jerry he said if I'd only been there to catch him. And he meant that, you know, he really meant that. He said, I wished I could, but I don't think Jerry could catch anybody, but he tried, we tried. But Jerry has a bad case of, not a case, but he has osteoporosis. But he takes his bone medication, Flosamax, or Flosamax, whatever it is.
Well, now, is Jimmy and Jerry, are they amicable with each other? Are they friendly?
Slightly. Oh, very friendly. But just Jerry stays in his own world, and so does Jimmy, and so does Mickey. Mostly Jerry and Jimmy, they have to stay in really different, separate little worlds. And Jerry stays mostly by himself. Jerry really, really enjoys being on a one-to-one basis with himself.
He does. Well, I'll never forget going to see him in Oklahoma City.
I bet I was at the same
So many things going on with him.
So lucky.
And
he's
done thousands of interviews. And he's had so many wonderful things happen to him, as he has had bad things, tragedies. But he's a bit controversial, but I'm going to tell you one thing, he's enjoyed his life. He's had a wonderful life. And he's still performing. He's doing now, he's making a religious album now.
Oh, cool.
So he's into that now as we speak. It should be out, I would think, the next month or so. I hope before Christmas. But he's on his way to do a religious album. Now, I don't know what that's all about. I don't know the name of the songs or how many it's going to be. But he is up every day feeding, helping water his dogs. and he has 9 dogs now. Well, there's 3 inside and 9 outside. He has Chihuahuas, and he rescues dogs.
Now, where'd you say he lives?
And he lives at Nesbitt, Mississippi.
Nesbitt.
It's called Nesbitt Road when you cross over from DeSoto County. It says Hernando, and then you go to Nesbitt. But when it says Nesbitt Road, it really means Nesbitt, Mississippi. It's a town. And why it has a big sign saying Nesbitt Road, I do not know. It's very misleading for travelers, especially if you're from overseas.
What kind of baby do you have behind the door?
I've got the little Yorkies. 2 of them, little brother and sister. I had the little girl fixed, but the little boy is not. He is.
You related to him, we were at the back, we couldn't hear. Were you
Oh,
related to him?
I'm-
Did you get saving all his memorabilia?
Okay, I'm Jerry's sister. I have been saving memorabilia since I was, since I was 5 years old. And it really took off when I became around 11 or 12. I don't know the exact date, but Mother said one day you'll be very famous. I said, I don't know of doing what, but I'll keep saving. And then I began to pick up, when the 50s came along, 55 came along, well, I began to really pick up. And it kind of looks like Fred Sanford and Son, but that's the way it is. Smithsonian asked me what order I had, and I said, it's called the plunking order. They said, well, what is that? I said, well, right about where it was plunked down. I said, what does that mean? I said, it means laid down. Kind of plunked it down, kind of left it there, and just sort of, if it finds its place. They didn't like that at all. So I was a little bit like my brother. I said, I'm afraid so. I said, if you've come to see anything different, you've made a bad mistake. I said, because we're just very home. We live in a little village. This is just a little village. And I said, we live in a small, small town, and we're very home. I said, the most thing I'll ever put on is a pair of black pants. Most time I wear my shorts day and night. But I dressed up for y'all to put on a clean t-shirt and some black pants.
Last time I came, you were in a nightgown.
I love it. Was it a real nightgown?
It was a real nightgown.
I would not doubt that.
Yeah.
Do you know who
I
gave
don't think
him?
I own a nightgown. It must have been something I put together.
Maybe so.
Do you know who gave him first the nickname of the killer?
My mother.
Really?
Jerry could not remember anyone's name.
Okay.
Never could, and still can't. He just doesn't. He'll say, a lot of times he'll say, now who was that? And Jerry will say, okay, killer. And Jerry doesn't call himself the killer. He calls other people the killer. He'll say, okay, killer, I'll talk to you later. And I don't know how it got switched around.
Yeah.
I guess they would turn around and say, well, maybe he's calling himself the killer. I really don't know. But Mother said, Jerry, if you cannot remember their name, just call them killer. And I remember that day, and Jerry said, I can't remember their names. It's so embarrassing. He said, and they get really upset and won't come hear me play. And Jerry said, well, Mother said, well, Jerry, there's no way to ever remember all these people's names. You're going to have to say something. Just call them the killer. And where she came, I guess because we would always joke and say, we would never kill anything but a biscuit. Syrup and biscuit and moonshine at the dinner table. Well, the dinner table was that was a breakfast table and the lunch and the dinner table. So,
Does Shirley still perform?
yes, ma'am. He went to Norway 2 months ago,
Oh, okay.
and now he has been in Biloxi, Mississippi last month. October the 27th, I believe, or 26th. And now he's going to Russia, I think. He's going to Russia this coming.
Well,
I
that's
would
a
think.
lot.
I don't know. It is quite a bit.
Yeah.
I think what he does when he travels, he rests 2 days before he
Okay.
performs.
Okay.
Then on his way back, after he performs, before he comes home, he rests 2 more days.
Okay.
And that way it gives him really gives him 6 days.
Well, I did see him about.
2 and 2.
I saw him about a couple of years ago. He was at the Riverwind Casino
Really?
in Oklahoma City. Yeah.
I missed
I
that.
sat on the front row.
Oh my
Oh, I
God.
love the front row. I'm
Yeah,
never
I
able
would
to
have
get
been on
on.
the front
It-
row.
I
Oh,
normally
my
get to
God. He was
sit
there.
on the stage with him, and I can't hear or see him because it's so loud, and I can't. It's not a good. You think, oh, I'd love to be on the stage, but it's a no-no.
I actually
The
gave
front
him,
row is really good.
I actually gave him and 2 guys that were playing with him a ride
Oh.
from when they were playing in the Municipal Auditorium in
Oh, that's
Oklahoma
nice.
City. They were signing autographs toward the end, and then all the taxi cabs had left.
Oh,
and I was
no.
parked. I was parked right on the street because I'd got there
How
real
long
early.
ago was that?
Died about 1957 or 1958.
Yeah,
a
taxis
long
left.
time
Well,
ago.
taxis
lucky
left
you.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, how
I
nice.
said, well, my car's
What
right
a
there. I'll
nice
be
story.
glad to give you a ride to
Well,
the
that was
Skirvin
so sweet. That is
Hotel.
very kind. I know that Jerry much appreciated. I bet he
Yeah, he
remembered
did.
it.
It was really nice. Yeah,
I bet he
really
would
nice.
remember that story
that.
also.
I don't know if he would or not.
I
but
bet.
I
Oh
wish
yes,
he would.
he has a very good
Does he
mind.
really?
He really does.
Okay.
They can't remember names,
Okay.
but he remembers faces.
I don't know if he ever asked my name, but it was exciting to give him
Well, if he
a
had, he'd
ride.
have been in trouble anyway.
Okay,
Jerry.
one more close.
12 o'clock, huh?
12 o'clock.
Royce, let me get my picture of Frankie Jean. You mind taking a picture?
Yeah, I get you.
I
Okay.
live here and I sleep here. Oh, I stay right in this room.
He wants a picture with you.
Oh, okay. And I
Run
stay,
for the, run for the
yeah,
piano.
right in front of the pioneer.
Well, I won't
You
be
go
able to
around,
get
you
the,
go around the bed a little bit.
Go around the bed,
Go around the bed there. There you go.
Yeah,
Round the bed.
round the bed. Here we go.
round the
Well,
bed.
I'm gonna do two, so hang on. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll come up here for this one. This will be a little
You got a
It's all
nice
good, son.
camera.
Okay.
Does
Yes,
he
it is.
know
You're
Audie
professional
Murphy?
photographer.
Did he know Audie Murphy?
No, ma'am, I did.
Ooh,
Jerry
you
always,
did?
and I lied and I did not. Oh, let me turn some lights on for you in there. I'm so sorry, I didn't have a light on for you.
You ever see anything like this?
Never.
Yeah.
Never,
This is one of
ever.
those roadside attractions that you say.
You won't
Very,
believe
very
this.
unusual, yeah.
My word, mercy.
I mean, she needs to really take it down and get it all digitalized in case
Yes.
something
What
happens.
if,
If
what if
it's
this thing
gone,
burns?
that's
You
it's
know,
gone
that's
forever.
what I thought. This she's full, but it burned. All everything's gone. Yeah, she. Oh my goodness. Lots of memories here.
Yes, there is.
Mm-hmm.